What would make a team trade away one of the brightest young stars in the NBA? That's exactly what the Dallas Mavericks did with Luka Dončić, a player destined for greatness. But why would they give up on a talent like him? Let's dig into the real reason behind this stunning trade and uncover the truth, the trade that shocked everyone. On February 2nd, the basketball world was rocked by a major trade. Luka Dončić, the 25-year-old superstar, was traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Mavericks received Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick in exchange. Now, Luka was a rising star, considered one of the best players in the NBA, and was destined to become the face of the league. So, why would the Mavericks trade their franchise player? The official reason given was that they needed an all-NBA big man like Anthony Davis to boost their defense. But hold on a second. The Mavericks' defense wasn't terrible. They were ranked 12th in the league for defensive rating, which is certainly respectable. So, the question is, was it truly about defense, or was there something deeper at play here? Let's dive into the details, because something about this trade just doesn't seem to add up. The timing of the deal also raised eyebrows. Why now? And not in the offseason, when the team had more time to assess Luka's future with the franchise. The concerns about Luka's fitness. One of the most talked about reasons for the trade is Luka Dončic's conditioning. Reports surfaced that Luka's fitness level was a major concern for the Mavericks. At the start of the season, Luka weighed in at 230 pounds, but by mid-season he had gained almost 40 pounds, pushing his weight up to around 270 pounds. This dramatic weight gain raised eyebrows within the organization. Extra weight isn't just a cosmetic issue. It can lead to more injuries, and that's exactly what we saw with Luka. He missed 27 games due to injuries, including calf strains, wrist issues, and knee problems. His inability to stay healthy may have pushed the Mavericks to rethink their future with him. The question on everyone's mind is, can a player who struggles with his weight and health still be worth the massive investment that comes with a supermax contract? It seems like the Mavericks' decision wasn't just about Luka's talent. It was also about his long-term viability. If Luka couldn't stay healthy, the Mavs might have had serious doubts about his ability to lead the team over the next several years. And with the rising cost of his supermax contract, the team might have felt like it was a risk they couldn't afford. The Mavs planned for future. Now, let's take a step back and look at the broader picture. The trade may not have been just about basketball, but rather about business. The new ownership group, the Adon family, took control of the Mavericks, purchasing 72% of the team. The Adons have built their wealth through the casino and resort business, and owning an NBA team was part of their strategy to expand their influence. Miriam Adon, the head of the family, has been pushing to legalize gambling in Texas, and she invested heavily in that cause. Owning the Mavericks gave the Adon family credibility and power in Texas, and they knew that having a superstar like Luka in Los Angeles could help their business even more. By trading Luka to the Lakers, the Mavericks would not only have a new face of the franchise, but would also stand to benefit from the increased revenue generated by the Lakers' big market appeal. This trade, then, may have been more about financial gain than about basketball success. The potential boost in business for the Adon family is huge, and Luka's move to LA could create major opportunities for them. Furthermore, this could also position the Mavericks in a way that would bring in a younger, more marketable superstar down the road, one that aligns with the family's long-term business plans. Was it about Luka's supermax contract? Another major factor in this trade could have been Luka's supermax contract. Luka was eligible for a supermax deal worth $345 million by 2025, but with the trade, he lost that opportunity. After being moved to the Lakers, Luka would only be able to make $100 million less than he could have in Dallas. Why would the Mavericks let such a massive payday slip away? Some believe the Mavericks didn't want to commit such a huge amount of money to Luka, especially given his weight and injury concerns. The Supermax contract would have been a major commitment for the team, and the Mavs were clearly worried about Luka's future. Was it just a matter of money, or was there a larger issue at play with Luka's ability to stay in shape? Either way, the trade clearly reflects a Mavericks' hesitation to lock down their future with Luka. Some might argue that this trade was not just about business or health, but also about trying to build a team that can win now, with veterans like Anthony Davis bringing experience and a more balanced roster around Kyrie Irving. The role of Nico Harrison and the Lakers. Now let's talk about Nico Harrison, the general manager of the Mavericks. Nico came from a long career at Nike, where he worked with some of the biggest names in basketball. Before joining the Mavericks, he had no front office experience in the NBA, which raised a few eyebrows. But despite that, he made some smart moves, like trading for Kyrie Irving, and appeared to have a solid understanding of what the Mavs needed to succeed. But when it came to this trade, something seemed off. Nico had reportedly been in talks with the Lakers for a month before the trade happened. The Lakers were the only team the Mavericks had been negotiating with about Luka, which raises a lot of questions. Why didn't they explore more options? The Mavs could have shopped Luka around other teams and potentially got more value, but they didn't. Was Nico swayed by the Lakers front office? Did Rob Pelinka, the Lakers GM,
or with the play,
have a bigger influence on the trade than we realize? The fact that Nico and Pelinka had a history together adds an interesting layer to this trade. Some believe that Pelinka may have convinced Nico that trading Luka to the Lakers was the right move, even if it didn't seem to make sense to the Mavericks. The behind-the-scenes conversations could have played a huge role in how the deal went down. The Mavs' new roster, a gamble. So what happens now? The Mavericks roster has changed drastically. They've traded away Luka, but they've acquired Anthony Davis, who has had his own injury history. With Davis's past injuries, including his tendency to miss games, it's a gamble for the Mavericks. The team also has Kyrie Irving, who is a talented player but has his own question marks. In the short term, the Mavericks could still be competitive, especially if Davis stays healthy. However, with the combination of Davis's injury issues and the uncertainty around Luka's future, it's hard to say who will come out on top. Will the Mavericks be able to build a championship team with their new roster, or will Luka thrive in Los Angeles alongside LeBron James? The trade has certainly opened up a lot of possibilities for both teams, but it's unclear which side will end up winning in the long run. The next few seasons will reveal whether the Mavericks' gamble on Davis will pay off, or if Luka's absence will leave a huge void. What does the future hold? Ultimately, this trade could either be a masterstroke for the Mavericks or a huge mistake. If Luka stays healthy, he could become one of the best players of all time, and the Lakers will be the beneficiaries. But if Luka struggles with his weight and conditioning, the Mavericks might have made the smarter move by trading him away. It's a high-risk, high-reward situation for both teams, and we won't know how it will play out for a while. The Lakers are taking a gamble on Luka's future, while the Mavericks are betting on Anthony Davis to stay healthy and lead them to success. The next few seasons will reveal who truly won this blockbuster trade. There's no way of knowing which team will ultimately benefit from this decision, but will surely make the NBA an exciting place to watch in the coming years. What do you think about the trade? Was it about basketball and defense? Or is there something more going on behind the scenes? Do you think the Mavericks made the right decision, or did they give up on Luka too soon? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more NBA content. Stay tuned for more basketball stories, and I'll see you in the next video.